How to control negative thoughts as an entrepreneur. You might be thinking that this isn't very important, but if I had negative thoughts and I really allowed them to dictate my life, like most people, I would be sitting at the 9-to-5 job. I wouldn't be living my dreams. I wouldn't be able to be in Zion National Park right now doing this and filming. Like, we're making a documentary right now. So if you stick around by the end of this video, you're gonna know several different tactics you can use to control those negative thoughts. I'm gonna reveal to you the negative thoughts that you probably have, even if you don't realize it, and how getting rid of these is going to enable you to live a better life. You know, there was a certain time when I thought $100,000 per year was really successful and really great to be able to earn. And then as I grew and my mindset shifted, I realized that off of $100,000, you can't actually do a whole lot. And so I continued to elevate my mindset, and I looked at all these different people and all these great things that made me realize there's a lot more to life than that, and also how you earn that income. Being able to not trade your time for money is a really big deal. And a lot of that had to do with controlling negative thoughts. And guys, if you're brand new to the channel, hey, make sure to subscribe, tap that notification bell, because I'm always dropping content on how to really scale as an entrepreneur, build your business, scale social media, all that good stuff. So it wasn't so long ago, I was at a 9-to-5 job, and I did have the whole corporate world kind of thing going, but I don't do that anymore. I'm at Zion National Park right now, which we'll show you in a sec. It's a beautiful park, and I came here to sort of unwind and be able to just take a step back, be able to evaluate, be able to kind of have a refresher, and be able to just kind of have a fresh look at things. And that's one of the secret tips that I have for you guys. Controlling negative thoughts, especially as an entrepreneur, is extremely important. People that have the 9-to-5 mindset, they're always going to stay in that until they decide to make a decision to change. So if you're at that point, or if you're one of those people that's like, I wish I would be able to do these things. I wish I'd be able to travel. I wish I'd be able to travel across the country. I wish I'd be able to go do different things all over the place. I wish I'd be able to make the type of money that I want to make. I wish I'd be able to work and network with the type of people that are going to add value to my life. You're going to be on the flip side of that when you start using these tactics. So tactic one, you got to fill your life with things that make you happy. And it could be the smallest of things. One of the things that I love to do is to be able to go out in nature like this. Like, this canyon was carved out by the Virgin River over millions and millions of years, which is now just a river that runs at like 50 cubic feet per second, which is not that much. And it's carved out this extraordinary canyon over millions of years. Coming here is my way of being able to relax and kind of have a retreat and be able to take a different angle. Look at what I'm doing. Look at where I've come from. Look at how far I've gone, and have a really clear thought, have clarity on where I know I'm going to go. And so that's the tip one, the first tip that I have as controlling negative thoughts as an entrepreneur. You need to get in the mindset, you need to get in the habit of filling your life with things that make you happy. I'm not talking about drugs, I'm not talking about toxins, I'm not talking about the average mediocrity things. I'm talking about those subtle little things. It could be a sunset for you, it could be a sunrise, it could be the coffee that you get in the morning, it could be being able to stretch and do yoga, it could be going for a swim. Whatever it is, you need to start getting in the habit of filling your life with just simple, small things that make you happy. Now, the second step, and guys, if you're liking this so far, make sure to smash that like button. If you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe. Turn it and get that. The second tip that I have for you guys for controlling negative thoughts as an entrepreneur is realize that our brains are negatively wired. We like to be comfortable. We don't like going outside of that comfort zone. And a lot of times that comfort is negativity. So we like to play video games. We like to watch the news. We like to watch violent movies. We live in a society where media is predominantly negative. Back in 1950, they did this study, they did this poll, and they realized that 83% of news, of media at that time, had a positive vibe to it, a positive motive. And now it's switched. Who's blown up who, what terrorist attack happened here, what Hillary Clinton's saying about Trump, what Trump is saying about Hillary Clinton, who shot who raped who stabbed who. And so we've been bred and cultivated, especially the millennials and the next generation, we've grown up around World of Warcraft, around rated R movies, around porn, around all this different stuff. And you might be laughing right now, but the reality is this has caused a really big problem with mental health. And I don't believe, for example, this might be controversial for you guys, but everybody thinks that guns are a problem and gun control. It's not guns, it's the people behind the guns that are mentally deficient, have health problems, have diseases, are on drugs, have hormone imbalances, are eating the wrong things, are putting things into their brain that are not good for them. So you have to realize that our brain likes to be comfortable. It doesn't actually like to be challenged. When you're challenging it, you're putting it outside of the comfort zone that it's in. Our brain likes to go back to that comfort zone. And we, in the last 10, 20, 30 years, have started to really have a violent environment full of negativity, full of bad media. And so to get out of that, once again, it goes back to tip one. Put yourself in the right environment. Fill your life with the things that make you happy. You got to surround yourself with the uplifting people, which is the next point that I'm going to get to, guys. And if you stick around to the end of this video, I have a secret that I'm going to let you in on, which has allowed me to have the right type of thoughts and the right type of emotion, which has gotten me to a 7-figure level. So I'm going to break down those things that you can do to achieve that. Because when you unleash these mental blocks, there's nothing stopping you. You're going to have the mindset for success, and there's no income level that you're going to stop at. The third tip for removing negative thoughts and controlling negative thoughts as an entrepreneur, and the reason that I'm talking about entrepreneur is because the 9-to-5ers, the mediocrity mindset, the middle class, they don't typically value this type of information as much. So if you're one of those tire kicker people, the one of the like get rich quick, put $1 in, get $1 million out, if you're like at that level mindset, you really, really, really need this. And I hope that you have that switch, that you have that DNA in you that tells you, look, I can do better. I can do something else with my life. I'm not at the top. I'm not operating at your potential, at my potential. But the reality is where you're at right now is not where you're always going to be. It's just where you're at right now. Recognizing that, choosing to do nothing with it is complacency and laziness. Choosing to do something about it and get yourself to the next level is hustle and work ethic, and that's what's really important. The third tip that I have for you for controlling negative thoughts as an entrepreneur is surround yourself with the right people, okay? If you want to learn in areas of finance, pick 1 or 2 people, not 10, not 20. You don't need to study 30 different people exerting your energy in all directions. Pick 1 or 2 people that have achieved that financial level you want to be at. I suggest you don't take your advice from somebody that's just earned $1 million. I suggest you take your advice from somebody that's earned millions and millions of dollars, because chances are middle class is going to make $1 million in their lifetime. They really are. They're going to retire with that, and then they're going to take their $3K a month out and die 15 years later after they've collected their retirement. So don't learn from a millionaire. Learn from a multi-millionaire. If you want to understand the areas of health, okay, pick 1 or 2 people that are doing it really well. They live the lifestyle. They have the frugalness that you want, or they have the type of lifestyle, they eat the type of things, okay? They have the minimalist type of style that you're going after, whatever it is, okay? If you're trying to get abs, don't learn from the guy that's a 340-pound sumo wrestler. If you're trying to clean up your diet, go keto, or you want to stick to mainly vegetarian stuff, or maybe you like lean meat and you want to stay away from things like nitrates and MSG and high fructose corn syrup. Learn from the person that is not only preaching that, but practicing that. And sometimes parents and teachers and professors are the worst. Friends, you got to surround yourself with the right type of people. Have mentors. And you need to look at having mentors in multiple areas. If you've got a mentor or you see somebody that's a master of many areas, study them. Exert your energy in that direction. But oftentimes, it comes down to finances. It comes down to health. It comes down to relationships. Find the person that has seemed to master the relationships that's really happy. Find the person that seemed to master health that's really happy. Find the person that seemed to master finance. Learn from them, okay? So recap, 3 tips for controlling negative thoughts as an entrepreneur, okay? 1, you got to surround yourself with things that make you happy. You got to surround yourself with things that make you happy, okay? The little things. It could be the sunsets. It could be being in Zion. It could be simply removing yourself from all of these places that you currently are in. It could be your physical environment. It could be the type of car that you drive, all right? Don't go spend money and have a $1,000 payment, okay? It could be the type of food you eat, where you go. It could be, like, I like working in open environments where I have lots of windows versus closed and 4 just black walls, right? I like having that openness. It brings out my creative side, okay? Put yourself in the right environment, all right? Second tip is remove the negativity out there in the world. The media, the news, the bad video games, the violence, the stabbings, the guns, the gore, all that stuff. It's not good for you, all right? That eats away at your mental health. And I do believe that it is one of the problems that causes people to go and shoot a bunch of people, all right? It's something that I think is the problem. It's not gun control. It's the idiots that get their hands on guns and have some sort of violent thought in their head that are fucked up in their head, okay? You need to choose to fill your brain with positive thoughts, with positive things. And the third tip I have, surround yourself with the right people. Get rid of the people that have opinions that you don't need. Stop listening to the opinions of other people that do not have what you want. Stop listening to the average American mediocrity people, the middle class, the lower class. Stop listening to them, okay? A lot of people think rich people are greedy. No, rich people had to do something to become rich. It's the middle class and the poverty-stricken people that have been lazy, that have been selfish and haven't done anything. Of course, there's circumstances sometimes, okay? But for the majority of the time, if you're the welfare person, if you're the, hey, I'm collecting unemployment, if you're the, hey, you know, I'd just like to live in a trailer and get my $800 Social Security, you've been selfish. You have taken other people's money. You haven't done anything with your life, okay? Rich people only get rich by actually doing something, by contributing to society. You gotta surround yourself with the right type of people. So get rid of the negative people. Get rid of the people that are the pessimists. Get rid of the people that doubt you. Get rid of them. All right? Parents don't need to hang out around them as much. Your girlfriend, boyfriend, break up with their ass, okay? Your friends, kick them to the side. Get new friends. Have mentors, guys. If you're brand new to the channel, I hope you've loved this so far. Please make sure to subscribe. And I've got a last couple tips for you guys, okay? Every single time. This has really helped me because there's been situations where, you know, in the past where I thought I was really doing good and I'm scaling and all of a sudden I get a bill for $40,000 or something like that. I get a charge back or somebody doesn't want me to succeed and I allow them to kind of fill the thoughts in my brain, all right? So I've really worked on getting away from that. And something that's helped me is every time there's just the start of a negative thought, I replace it with a positive thought. I tell myself to shut up inside my head. I don't have negative thoughts anymore. If something comes into my life that most people would think bad or negative, I know that it's there for a reason and it's not there to stay. It's just where it's at right now and I'm gonna get past it. And things that used to be mountains, like all these cliffs here in Zion and this rock face behind me, now become little speed bumps to me. And I just hop right over them and I keep on cruising. So I just suggest control your thoughts by replacing them. Every single time you get a negative thought, replace it with a positive thought, all right? Every single time. Get in the habit of that. You start doing that a dozen times, 2 dozen times, 3 dozen times, you're 3, 4, 5 weeks, 8 weeks into it, all of a sudden, you're just an unstoppable person. And there's some days where you feel mentally stronger, or you feel physically stronger. A lot of that has to come down to the sleep that you're getting, the diet, the stresses that you're putting in your life, okay? The bills, utilities, don't open that shit up. Pay it online, have one day to do it, get it to the side, okay? Worrying about people that you need to hang out with or spending time with friends or family. Look, be disciplined and choose to restrict distractions. When you simplify certain parameters in your life, you're gonna find more clarity. And that clarity is gonna cause you to be less stressed, okay? And when you combine that with controlling your negative thoughts and replacing them, nipping them right when they're instigated with a positive thought, you're gonna start to become a person that moves leaps and bounds, and what used to be baby steps are now meters and meters at a time. And those meters are gonna turn into miles. And that's when your income is exponentially going to rise because of the person that you're becoming. My name is Ben Oberg. I hope that you've loved this video. Once again, if you're brand new to the channel, please subscribe. If there's anything that I can help you with, drop in the comments down below, and I will see all you beautiful people in the next video.
I run through the money, the pressure be calling. Left on my blessings, I feel like I'm falling. The birdie is back. Tell me I'm garbage, I'm going through something, that's why I ain't calling. Phone in progression, it's all that I wanted. The phone in affection, I summon and dub it. Cause bitch, I got problems on problems on problems on problems on problems.